Okay, so we say in the context, that's how much software costs. Just imagine how much hardware costs and physical AI costs, and then what it goes into robotics. So, having said that, I'm going to start off with introductions of each of the panels, and then I want to hear from them, what does physical AI mean to them? We'll get to robotics, but I want to hear what they think physical AI means, and we'll start with Kirill.
Okay, hello everyone. So my name is Kirill. I am from San Francisco. I bring one of my partner and future portfolio company. You might see the robots yesterday. So physical AI, it's pretty clear. Once you plug in software inside hardware, and it starts to operate himself. The machines have connection to brain. AI is like brain for machine. So as a founder of InfoDriver Capital, we invest in such machines. And we want not to replace humans. We want to help humans not to do hard work. And I will explain so many use cases how humans become more productive, how humans save their lives with robotic support. Thank you.
Thanks, Kirill. Joe?
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Joe Aceto with Faraday Future. I'm the business operations manager. I'm one of those that you'll see everywhere doing LA Auto Show, CES, getting feedback mainly from all of you guys into bringing that back to our headquarters and also going to California. We are an advanced EV vehicle company as well as robotics. To us, physical AI means it's everywhere around you, right? From the TV monitor in front of us, this mic that we're using, our cell phones, the Meta glasses that I have, right? It's all around us. It's already accepted. There are those that does not want it to evolve, mature, get better, but it's inevitable, right? It's just a way of improving it so that it helps us, assist us in our daily lives so that we can free ourselves up from doing what we want to do with our family, friends, and our colleagues.
Thanks, Joe. Xenophon.
Hi, everyone. I'm Xenophon. I'm the CEO of Frontier Tower, which is an innovation hub in San Francisco that you may have heard of without knowing that we are the tower. So if anybody here has seen about the underground robot fights in San Francisco, that's in our building. If you've seen anything about peptide raves and longevity raves, again, from New York Times, that's us. OpenClaw, the ClawCon, the first one that happened in the tower. We are arguably the most impactful innovation and cross-pollination hub in SF, which makes us the most innovative building on Earth, besides, MIT and Caltech. We buy real estate properties and we convert them into innovation hubs for these communities. And for me, the future of physical AI is the largest next venture trend after AI, alongside brain-computer interface, as Kirill said. And we are just looking to keep on expanding across the globe to create this Soho House WeWork hybrid for entrepreneurs and founders, building robotics and other AI systems. Thank you.
Well, first, Keith, thank you for that question, my distinguished colleagues. Physical AI means a lot of things, as you can see, to a lot of folks. For us at Keystone Strategies International, it's a little bit bigger than that. We're looking at physical AI as something that's self-sensing, that something is self-aware. It's managing and being able to combine, of course, the hardware, as we talked, but the artificial intelligence to go along with it so that it can truly be of true impact to mankind. So there's a lot of different ideas. You've heard a lot of different definitions, but physical AI is certainly the merging of software, hardware that is self-sensing, self-aware, and self-containing.
So sticking with that, and just a reminder, this is a quicker panel than most. Dr. Poe, self-sensing, self-aware, is rely on AGI or not? And before you go down the road on AGI, what is the breakthrough that you see happening within 5 years?
Oh yeah, absolutely. One of the things that's going to happen, okay, you had some problems early on, the software was a little weak. In the next 5 years, you're now going to see those same softwares, those same hardwares, that same physical AI layer. It's going to be able to understand exactly what the human condition is. Med AI, medical AI, biomedical, is certainly something that's going to be a breakout in the next couple of years here. So that's something you want to definitely take some time, understand it. It's self-sensing, self-aware. It knows when it's in trouble. It knows when the human condition is having a problem. And one of the things we're doing at the Zephion, with our Zephion project, as you know, we're developing a new renal replacement program. We're developing an artificial kidney. And the little black box, the little robot that we have, certainly that's one of the things that we're looking at. It has to be self-aware. It has to know when the body has high blood pressure, when the patient is having trouble. It has to be able to correct itself in real time by itself. So next 5 years, biomedical.
I think robotics and physical AI is going to emerge as a consumer electronics trend that's going to become massive over the next 5 to 10 years. Perhaps 5 years is a bit too short of a time frame, but in 10 years' time, I expect that you'll have a Tesla bot somewhere in your house. I also believe the modularity of these robotics manufacturing as well as self-production systems are going to emerge a lot. So we see a constraint with Chinese supply because of tariffs and of other limitations that might emerge for both geopolitical reasons and financial reasons. So we'll see a lot more of that happening within community hubs like ours that focus on innovation. I also, there's many things that we don't know is coming that's going to be around here, like biotech and AI and physical AI. But I think really industrial and consumer applications of robotics are just going to ramp up over the next 5 to 10 years. And we've seen that happen in Japan already, and they are oftentimes in the future when it comes to robotics. But we'll see that happen in Western Europe and the United States as well, where production is going to happen in these modular manufacturing hubs within real estate, commercial real estate that has been underutilized thus far.
Thanks.
For us at Faraday, we're looking at more an extreme advancement, possibly in the next 2 years. We're concentrating more on the children, right, the students. We are now in Los Angeles. Schools are now teaching kids how to code on 3rd grade and build robotics, right, all the way up. So Faraday as well, in our showroom in El Segundo, if you guys are in town, make sure you get in touch with me. Our showroom has one-side EV vehicles. We have a hypercar that goes from 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. I mean, what's that going to be in 2 years, 3 years, right? 1 second? I lost my hair in 2 seconds. And robots on the other side. With that being said, the robot side, we're going to offer free coding and free robotics classes to kids in the education, right? Because people keep on saying that the robots are our future. They're not our future. It's the kids. They're the ones that's going to find out how to manipulate, program, and eventually become those are the better engineers of what we have today to figure out possibly the answer to cancer, right, with AI. They're going to do that. Eventually, there will be no cancer because AI is figuring all that out, right? So we're working with local schools in the area as well as law enforcement. Most questions that get asked for quadrupeds, the robot dog that we have, what's the best use case scenario, right? Simple, medical field right now, let's say for those that are can't see, that are blind, instead of a canine, most of them cannot take care of that. The quadruped is great, right? Because it has cameras, it can detect lights, right? Green light, red light, yellow light, walk, don't walk sign, so it's perfect, right? We're working on that as well. Law enforcement, the dog can be a distraction, right? Put different modular devices on top as a drone as well, and also thermal night vision, and another one with an arm that can manipulate a bag that someone left here when the event is over. Instead of sending a canine and an officer, it blows up. Send a dog and it blows up. Not a big deal, right?
And Joe, you work with Kirill, right?
Yes.
So you should give us time to talk.
A nice speech. Actually, all of those guys are my partners. With Xenophon and Frontier Tower, we have showroom. So you're welcome in San Francisco downtown. We have different types of robots, different verticals, from four-wheel schoolers to big drones for hard force. For future, actually, just for understanding, right now, China covers 80% of humanoid market. We need to somehow push it forward in US. So second one, SoftBank Japan just recently launched $100 billion project to build robots. Those robots will create data centers. This is already nowadays. The projection within 10 years, it will be $1.2 trillion market. And if every one of you invest right now, minimum, it's not solicitation, it's my prediction, minimum 10x's in short period of time. I have like bunch of requests from A funds, like from Google Ventures, from Manhattan Ventures, Anderson Horowitz. They want to invest tons of money on A round, but they doesn't have those type of robotic company. We invest in seed. We help them to acquire on next stage. This is your chance to do an exit. So this is the reality. We are from San Francisco. We are from California. 30% of the cars, taxi cars right now, self-driving cars. I forget how the driver looks like. I already remember here once I purchased Uber and...
You can get a ticket now.
Yeah.
The autonomous cars can get their own tickets now. I'm going to ask 3 questions. Any of you can answer just because I know we've got a few minutes left. But one, and it's all follow-up. One is, so think about this. Krill, you were talking about how China owns 80% of the humanoid market, or humanoid and the quadruped market. They say that in order for it to hit the consumers, it's going to have to be at a sub, I know, $5,000 to $8,000 price point for it to be accessible. So that's one. Number 2 is we talk about, for those who are into AI and ML, we talked about that the rate of adoption, the rate of increase in LLMs. Like when I worked at Cisco Systems, we talked about dog years, 7 years for every 1 year. We're now saying that today, LLMs will increase by 64x in 12 months. Is that going to be what it's like for physical AI and robotics? And related to that is with like NVIDIA's platform, because I think a lot of people understand ChatGPT or Claude, the ability to do the same types of things as a platform for robotic development. Back to your point, Joe, about kids. So go ahead.
So, if you're talking about kids, frankly speaking, right now value of education go to 0. You doesn't need to go to school, you doesn't need to go to university. I'm afraid of it, but the truth is that the kid who know how to code with vibe coding will be much smarter than the kid that just go to school. And the reason why right now you could create your website in few clicks by asking the website to create it for you. And recently was the first unicorn of the $1 billion company. I do not promote it, but you could Google with one guy on board. This is the reality. So everyone from you need to switch your kind data set. So you need teach kids how to code of vibe coding. You need to teach kids how to code robots to behave and to operate. Because if you doesn't, you will be the same problem as my parents from Soviet Union who could not replace from Soviet Union to real infrastructure. The same, they just dismissed, they could not survive, whatever. In few years, will be a huge problem of all of us, no jobs. I could talk about hours, I could explain you why, politics, economics, wars, etc., etc. You need to think in advance, unfortunately.
Just to cap on that as well, right? It's supply and demand. The prices will drop on that with Faraday Future. We're always talking about price point. Husband and wife. Husband cannot buy a $6,000 toy. Price points at $2,000. Don't have to ask permission. That kind of stuff, right? Or a subscription, just like our cell phone. Nobody wants to buy a $2,000 cell phone right off the bat, but if you can pay $100 a month for it, why not? So eventually, cell phones will also be part of the humanoids walking with you as your personal assistant.
Aren't mobile phones going to be implanted in our brain?
Yes. Yes.
Actually, you could do 3D printing. It's cheap right now. And a lot of students, they do 3D printing of some robots with price of, I don't know, $100. You could 3D print your robot right now and put open software inside it.
Lastly to that, we have to realize something, that every child born today, moving forward, will not know a life without AI. Yes. Just like many of us remember there were no cell phones, there were no computers. Well, every child today, the first devices we put in their hands are going to have AI in them. So that price is going to balance out, and it's going to be streamlined across the globe. So all of these things that we're talking about today is all future facing.
I just read last week, I don't know how many people heard this, we're already on generation beta as of 2025. And just like Dr. Poe said, it is defined, because my kids are Alpha and Gen Z, but Alpha was only mobile. And to your point, 2025 is only AI.
I'd like to jump in here on the cost. I don't believe the cost is going to be a big issue because we see like modular manufacturing emerge with 3D printing. In the tower, we have the largest fleet of robots in the planet. We have roughly 20 humanoid robots. We have a couple of robot dogs, but we also have hundreds of robotic arms with OpenDroid, and these are all 3D printed. So you have some electronic material that is needed, but most of what you need for you to get like robotic arms, which do a lot of applications, is a 3D printer and cartridges, and that drops the price tremendously. So the tower is interesting because for $190 a month, any citizen of the tower can come and choose one of the floors and can experiment with these robotics, or the biotech lab or the AI lab or whatever else. Like we also have a lot of other opportunities for them with our unskilled like young kids to come and learn by doing things within the tower. So I think we're looking at these community hubs for innovation as new institutions of education, as well as production capabilities that will increase the Western's capability of producing robots moving forward. And I think that really is the value of it, is allowing people to come and learn by doing things with their hands. So one of the things that people are doing right now with AI and robots is we have created the most advanced motion capture lab in the United States, in the tower, where people come and actually move, and dancers and other types of unskilled laborers can come and show the robots how to get the movements they need to provide services, all in the same building alongside biotech labs where you combine robotics.
So just with the 1 minute we
everything.
have left, and just start with Kirill, whatever you want, what is your greatest hope for the integration of physical AI and robotics in the next however many years?
I just say about use cases, because some thinking that it's fairy tales, future, Terminator, whatever. I say use cases which already on the market. So one use case is the robots which clean window. The guy who invented it, he fall down and coincidentally he hit the rope and he survived. He doesn't want to climb on the high skyscrapers anymore. Robot will do it. So the guys who broke their backs because they go to minery, they go to hard work, it will be replaced by robots. The guys who are not stable, with some disease or whatever, who are sitting whole their life in chairs, could be replaced by, they could collect their robot arms, they could connect to robot feet, etc., etc. Logistic, all of those beauty technology could help us to not to work and enjoy the future. That's it.
For us at Faraday Future, myself, right, sky's not the limit, it's the universe. That's where AI and robotics will take us, humanity, to the next planet.
What's the time frame for this?
Well, that's the time of the clock, but in terms of
It's the beginning.
what are you looking forward to in the integration of physical AI and robotics?
I think the merging between humans and robots is going to come gradually and then much faster.
You want us to be cyborgs?
I think it's going to happen. I mean, I wear glasses. That's technology, so I'm basically a cyborg. So there's a lot more that's going to emerge. There are like chips that people get in their hands. All of that helps educate AI and helps the AI work for you. And there's hopefully also ways that robots can come and fight wars instead of humans, so you can stop the violence. And that's quite hot as a trend right now.
Okay.
So
Xenophon is looking for Skynet. Go ahead, Dr. Poe.
Yes, indeed. I think one of the things I want everyone to remember is AI, robotics, robotics, robotics. Do not forget about supply chain. It's the supply chain that's going to help change the world. It's not just going to be the AI and the robots. The robots will get smarter, AI will get better, but it's the supply chain that's going to continue to feed our economy, it's going to continue to feed our culture, and that's what's going to be most important. We don't want to overemphasize AI and robots too much because you have to feed the economy with humanistic and just in interpersonal relationships with humans. Will we merge it one day? I do believe that we do, but we better be in charge of it and we better understand the supply chain.
Thank you, everyone. I'm going to put my 2 cents in, coming from risk and governance and technology. Everything you're talking about is cool, but we need governance, we need guardrails. Absolutely. And if you're in Silicon Valley this summer, I'm working with Stanford Hospital and Healthcare to do a robot day for robots and medical robots. So if you're interested, come talk to me afterwards. Thanks, everyone, and Carmelo's coming back up.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.